I'm not allowed to stop playing Guilty Gear until I reach 100 games played, and if I finish with a win rate of less than 50%, then I have to drink a disgusting concoction of pure nightmare fuel mixed in a cup. The twist here though is that I'm banned from playing Bridget, my one-trick main. This time, I'll be using the newly released DLC character Unica, who I have absolutely no idea how to play. You're definitely going to want to stay to the end because these games get absolutely crazy later on. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so if I plan on playing 100 games, I definitely have to prepare before jumping straight into it like I always do. Considering the fact that Guilty Gear doesn't have a character-specific ranking system, I'd be starting off at floor 10. And if you don't play Guilty Gear, I guess this is the equivalent to around Platinum or Low Diamond in Street Fighter. So I instead took this time to boot up some tutorials and practice in training mode, and yeah, no, I'm absolutely lying. I immediately started playing ranks, a JQDNS special, I guess. In an unexpected turn of events to absolutely nobody, this did not start off going well. For the first few matches, it was an absolute curb stomp, but in the wrong direction. To be fair, I was doing the equivalent of just flailing my arms and hoping that any of my attacks would randomly land, because I didn't even know half of my inputs at this point. Like, I legit have receipts to back this up. This is genuinely the best gameplay I'm able to offer. I was fighting for my life for real. Surprisingly though, even in floor 10, I was able to take some rounds off of my opponents with my non-existent game plan and absolutely winging the inputs from my special attacks. But this unfortunately wasn't enough to stop me from getting demoted pretty fast. Or maybe it wasn't even unfortunate because I definitely didn't belong in floor 10. At the same time though, getting booted to floor 9 was the same poop, just in a slightly worse toilet, getting overwhelmingly dominated every game while I was still developing my motor skills. But I was slowly starting to get the hang of at least some of it, which is showcased well in this game here. It started off going pretty well with a well-timed anti-air and heavy pressure, but the moment the momentum changed in his favor, I ended up missing like 70% of my health bar before I could even blink. I was able to react to another jump in with my whatever you call this special, and I was almost able to close out the round, but I don't know any real damaging combos, so I ended up losing out to a misread on the wake up. Round 2 started off pretty similarly to round 1 with a well-timed anti-air and keeping up the pressure after his wake up. Keeping him stuck in the corner, it was pretty unplayable for him until he was forced to burst out, but at this point he already had less than 50% HP left. I really wanted to force him to stay in the corner though, so I had a bit of a preemptive burst that accomplished absolutely nothing because I immediately got hit to the other side of the map. That and a bad air dash into a special, and the round was not looking very good at all. But just keeping space and playing a decent neutral game, I was able to close out the round with a wake up DP. Final round, same startup. Bro just cannot help jumping every round starts. Same routine of keeping the pressure up in the corner leaves him with a bit under half health within the first 8 seconds of the round. But one whiff, jump in slash leader, and now I'm the one at half health. Things are still going pretty good so far, so at this point, I'm just focusing on keeping space and whittling him down, minimizing the chance of me getting chunked by any of his grabs. And that's when I decided to fumble the bag completely. A panic Roman cancel into a whiff jab left me in a bad corner situation. I was able to predict his grab on my wake up and get a combo out of it, but I genuinely do not have the hands to Roman cancel into a combo extender here, so that leaves both of us with about the same HP. That's when, for some reason, I cannot fathom why, I tried jumping over his special wall. I obviously don't clear it and end up getting cooked by his air grab, and the rest is history. Down to floor 8 we go. To say this wasn't going well is a bit of an understatement. No joke, this match made my 13th loss in a row. Yeah, funny, I know. And it'd be a while before I was actually able to get a win out of any of my games, is what I would say if I was lying. There's a lot of parallels to the last video. Literally the next match I played against this guy, I absolutely destroyed him. Like, it wasn't even close. Not only was this my first win, but it was also a perfect, not too bad of a start, I would say. I started to develop a loose game plan at this point and basic bread and butter combos to use each game. That and building a basic fundamental understanding of what my special attacks should be used for. It's probably because I was all the way down in the depths of floor 8, but the games here felt a lot more playable and balanced. I also think the fact that Unica's a new character helped too, because I was playing a good amount of mirror matches and learning new things from what other Unica players are doing. Not saying that I learned anything good from other Unicas, but I definitely learned something. She won, by the way. Skipping ahead a decent amount, this match was around like game 50, and my win rate still wasn't even close to positive. This game started off a little awkward with a disturbing amount of whiffs, but I wanted to keep the strong pressure up, so when I ended up getting beat out of a clash, I used a pretty early burst. Not that it helped at all, because she was still able to get me into the corner. And if you've ever played against Alpha before, you know how miserable the defensive experience is. I was able to get a few mix-ups out on her before she finally broke out and hit me with a whole corner Caribbean combo. She almost fully took me out of the round with a follow-up after it, but I was able to hit her with a wake-up special and close it out with my air gun beam. I still don't know the name of any of Unica's moves. Round 2 started off pretty good though, with me being able to land the air slash into a full combo, leaving her on the defensive in the corner. That, and with a good anti-air to stop her from jumping out, I was able to deal heavy damage from the jump and into a wall break. Repeating from the end of last game, I closed it out with another jump beam, leading to an easy perfect win, getting me back into floor 9. From here I'd say I was pretty much playing on the same level as other people on floor 9. Which, depending on who you ask, is either decent or very, very bad. But improvement is improvement, I guess. I feel like I can say I have an almost decent understanding of Unica, and I'm starting to get why people have called her a super simple character. A majority of the combos I've been using with her have been really simple inputs, but high damage, especially when I started utilizing Roman cancels to extend them. That, and a good amount of tools in a kit to handle a wide range of situations, like her disturbingly fast quarter circle heavy, which is a whole full screen laser, a grounded DP, and a neutral skipping low slide. She really feels like a well-rounded character. While I have been doing well on honing my playstyle and understanding the character though, that doesn't mean I've been doing well on this challenge overall. The current win-loss counter at this point is 44 to 48, 92 games in total, which means there's only 8 more matches left for me to get a positive win rate. And unless I want to drink the dweeb juice, and trust me, if you knew what was in it, you wouldn't want to either. I'm gonna have to absolutely lock in for the next few games. And it's safe to say, lock in is exactly what I did.
Slap.
52 to 48, an extremely unimpressive but still positive 52% win rate. So a win is a win. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. If you leave a comment, I may even share what was in the dweeb juice. Trust me, you don't want to know. And maybe check out this video here on the right. On the right, do it. Check out the video. Check out the video.